The judge overseeing Trump's fraud trial has taken the precautionary step to stop him from trying to hide his money. Judge Arthur Engoron on Thursday issued a ruling ordering all the defendants named in the lawsuit to provide a list of all the entities they currently own and to what extent any third party may have an ownership or interest in those entities. They must also provide advance notice for the creation of any new entities and any anticipated transfer of assets or liabilities to any other entities. So basically, they're here to prevent Trump, his two eldest sons, and former chief financial officer of the Trump Organization, Alan Weisselberg, and Trump Organization controller Jeffrey McConney from attempting to transfer money into, well, shell corporations or anything to try to hide his money to avoid payment if there's a judgment. Remember, this is part of the $250 million lawsuit launched by AG Fani Willis in Georgia. And of course, part of this was also seeking to dissolve his businesses in New York City. So now, the aforementioned members will have a week to disclose all the information to former federal judge Barbara Jones, the court-appointed monitor currently overseeing the company's finances. So essentially, a financial babysitter. So this makes sense, especially when you look at Alex Jones, for example. So Alex Jones got sued for defamation, lost in a default judgment because he didn't comply with discovery or anything like that. And so, yes, there was a default judgment against him in the Sandy Hook defamation trial. So now Alex Jones decided that he was going to hide his money, of course. So he shifted money around to different entities owned by his friends, claimed that it's for services. Oh, we owe these companies first, because we already have these prior legal arrangements with them. We got to give them their money before the Sandy Hook families. And so the Sandy Hook families haven't seen any of their money yet. Okay. And at the same time, Jones is declaring bankruptcy, claiming bankruptcy. He doesn't have any money. I've got no money. And yet, we've also had reports where Jones has been spending extravagantly on himself. So with that context, knowing Trump the way that we do, very likely that he would attempt to do the same thing. Trump never pays his bills. In fact, I think it's worse than that because he's also the guy who buried his wife on his property in order to get a tax credit. Honestly. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went as far as to dig her back up, open the coffin, and stuff it full of money. I'm just saying. There's no bottom to that barrel, okay? So now former federal prosecutor Michael McAuliffe told Newsweek that Engoron's order, Thursday order, is the next logical step for the court proceedings as the business entities subject to the case will soon be assigned babysitters to oversee their financial activity and possible dissolutions. McAuliffe added that the order shows exactly why Trump can't brush off these legal challenges as the 2024 election grows near. Quote, the court's supplemental order reflects why the Trump family defendants have good reason to fear the civil fraud lawsuit and the ongoing trial. So now some others have speculated about whether or not the former president would try to transfer ownership of his properties to others close to him in an effort to maintain control of those businesses. One person mentioned was Melania Trump. So she's not a defendant in the fraud lawsuit, so she wouldn't be liable. So if they transfer ownership to her, technically, oh no, it would be her and she would be controlling these things, but it would be through Donald Trump. So that said, according to former Chief of Staff Stephanie Grisham, she told Newsweek that, yeah, Melania would be unlikely to do that unless she was granted some major control or power. So, yeah, that seems kind of unlikely. And also because of some other news that had come out. Recently it was revealed that Melania had renegotiated her prenuptial agreement with Donald Trump to ensure that if he goes broke, she doesn't. She still walks away with money. I don't know, it kind of looks like she's there to protect herself, which to me, logical. Again, I think the only reason that she married Trump is to get to the money. And so he's got money, why not, right? And that's just my guess. So that said, let me go to the prenup. For page 6 first reported the news of the new prenup. The recent negotiation was at least the second time since 2016 that Melania amended her prenup. She also revised it after Trump became president, when she did not immediately move to the White House to live with him. Because once again, as I'll go back and mention, I don't think Melania was at all interested in getting into politics, being first lady. She's just like, I married so I can get money and live good. That's all I want. Why are you making me do these things? I don't want to be first lady. I just want money. That's it. Can't really blame her for that. But still, second time renegotiating the prenup, very interesting. And again, it's to protect her. I don't think she has any interest in protecting the rest of the Trump family. Just as long as she comes out unscathed, I think that's all she cares about. That said, he's not going to be able to hide his money, and it doesn't look like Melania is going to help. And so, no wonder he's scared and very, very angry and is begging for someone to come save him. Because it looks like at the end of the day, this fraud trial is going to leave him pretty well screwed.